Have you ever been in a situation where you don't have the entire data and yet you have to display it in its entirety using placeholders for missing data? In most cases, you end up typing that data manually. And this is something I don't enjoy at all. But not anymore. In this video, we will look at the expand function in Excel. Expand can help you in such scenarios by creating additional rows and columns that you may require. We will look at two examples in this video. Let's take a look at the data for the first example. We have this data till July, where units sold in different regions are displayed. We need to show this data for the entire calendar year. To do that, we can use the expand function. In the cell G2, I will write expand. The first parameter that the function expects is array. Here, I will select B2 to D8. The next parameter is rows, which means the total number of rows that we need, including the ones in the array. Since a year has 12 months, we will say 12 rows. The next parameter is called columns, and the number of regions is 3, so we will say 3. The final parameter is pad width. Pad width is the value that will be displayed in additional cells that the expand function will create. I will write a dash in quotes here. And that's it. Here we have the desired data. As you can see, it is a fairly simple function to use. Let's look at another example. Here we have data of two types of watches, wristwatches and smartwatches. Wristwatches are the traditional watches and some of them are digital and some analog. Smartwatches are of course all digital, therefore we don't have the column categorizing them. Now let's say we want to aggregate the entire data and see them in descending order of units available. To do that, we will first use the VSTACK function. In the cell F3, I will write VSTACK. Array 1 is A3 to D7 and array 2 is A12 to C16. While the data has been stacked together, we see the #NA error. We can use the expand function here. I'm going to partially delete the formula we've written so far. For array 2, I will use the expand function. Array for expand function will be A12 to C16. Number of rows can be 5 as we have data for 5 models of smartwatches, or we can ignore it by pressing comma. Number of columns will be 4. And for pad width, we can say digital in quotes. Now if you look at our data, we don't have the #NA errors. Now all we need to do is sort the data. For that, I will write sort after the equal to sign. Sort index is the column which we want to sort on, which is the third column in our case, as we want to sort on units. Sort order is descending, therefore we will write -1. Close the bracket and we have the result. So this is how we can use the expand function. If you found this helpful, then I would request you to like the video and subscribe to our channel. This will help you keep up to date with the latest in Excel. Thank you for watching.